It's December 31st, the last day of 2024. And I have to say, 2024 has been quite the year. Last year, 2023, was probably one of the best years of my life. So my age is the exact same number as the years. In 2023, I was 23 years old, majority year, and I had literally everything I ever wanted. I was making 100K a month online. I had a huge social circle. I started dating my dream girl, like literally everything. And then 2024 came, and let's just say there's been a lot of challenges and a lot of struggles. Like one, don't want to get too deep into it, but let's say I don't have a huge social circle in Chicago anymore. I just have a few people that I trust and who 100% fucks with me for me. And also number two is I started a whole nother business from scratch and started focusing less on my marketing agency and started focusing more on my new software company. And so there's been a lot of roadblocks and a lot of hardships starting that company. But yeah, fast forward to a whole year later, now that 2024 is ending and 2025 is about to start, I could look back at 2024 and look at all the shit I had to deal with and think to myself like, wow, what a hard year it's been. But I could also look at it and see the type of person I've grown and the type of person I became going through all those struggles. Like now I'm more confident and comfortable than ever in myself. I have the boundaries of what I want in friendships and who I want to surround myself with. I can speak up for myself, and I'm not gonna let shit slide. I am capable of starting a whole new business and taking it to $100,000 a month. Like the person I am now, going into 2025, is so much stronger and has so many more battle scars than who I was in 2023 going into 2024. And now I'm not gonna say I'm invincible, but I feel like my capacity to take on more shit and have more hardships go through my way, I can deal with it a lot stronger now. So that being said, enough yapping for this intro. My family actually drove down to Chicago to spend the holidays with me. So gonna be spending some time with my family. I think they're gonna be coming through to my apartment to celebrate New Year's because, you know, your boy got the nice view. But in the meantime, we still have about 12 hours until New Year's. So not exactly sure what we're gonna do, but I guess we'll have to find out. So with that being said, let's get the day started. So every morning I journal and talk to myself. Just whatever is top of mind, whatever is bothering me the most, or whatever I feel the most anxious, that's the one thing that I write about, and then I have a conversation with my inner child and my inner teen. Super hippy dippy, I know, it's super complicated, but let's just say I talk to myself and I have a conversation. But today I thought I would share with you what I was talking about. So it is 2025. Ever since I turned 24 back in April, I've been feeling anxious about getting older. Like I started this entrepreneurship journey when I was 19 back in 2019, and I was just like this young kid that had dreams of making money online. And even when I moved here to Chicago back when I was 22, everybody was like, oh my god, you're so young, like you're probably like the youngest kid in this apartment complex. Like wow, like that's amazing, you're making 100K a month. Ever since then, it's always been like, damn, now I'm 23 and now I'm 24. Now that 2025 is happening, like my age eventually is gonna match the year. So in like 4 months from now, I'm gonna be 25. And it's like, fuck, like I thought I would be so much farther ahead at 24, about to turn 25 than I am right now. And so I guess it's not just about getting older, it's about feeling behind for the age I'm at. And yeah, I make 100K a month online. I've been making 100K a month since I was 22, 24 now, so for the past obviously 2 years. But I can't just help but think, if I only didn't make these certain mistakes a couple years ago, or if I only knew what I knew now a couple years ago, like I would be way richer, way farther ahead. And what I had the journal about this morning and what I had to have a conversation with is, like one, everybody has mistakes. And Alex Hormozi says it best, the reason why you're not where you want to be right now is because you have this ignorance debt, is that you just don't know how to get to where you want to go. Sounds pretty simple, right? But when I look back to the past, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago, or even just a year ago, not knowing the stuff I know now, that was just ignorance debt that I had to pay off. And now that I have, obviously I know it. But back then, of course I wouldn't know, because I didn't go through the hardships and experiences to learn the lessons I know now. So that's one. Two is like, if I'm not where I want to be, then that only means that I have to continue growing as a person to get there. Because right now, the version of myself, Renzo at 24, doesn't deserve to reach the goals he's looking for. He doesn't deserve to be at that $1 million a month yet. And you wanna know why? Because if he did, he would already be there. And so it's not about who you are right now, it's about who you're becoming. So yeah, the version of myself right now, he can't get there, but I don't care, because I'm not gonna stay where I'm at right now. I'm gonna continue growing as a person, and I'm gonna continue leveling up myself personally, financially, spiritually, emotionally, to be the person that can reach $1 million a month. So yeah, I should feel behind right now, but that's okay, because I'm gonna continue growing to the person that can reach the goals I'm looking for and can reach the pace that I wanna be at. And then finally, last but not least, all good shit takes time. Everything worthwhile does not happen overnight. It takes months, years, or even decades. And so yeah, I could look at going into 2025 and thinking like, fuck, like I feel so behind. I feel like I should be so much farther ahead. But at the end of the day, I'm still only 5 years in entrepreneurship. There are people who've been playing the game of entrepreneurship for 10, 20, 30, even 50 fucking years. And so even though you might be looking at me 5 years in, if you're just starting out and thinking, wow, like he's been in the game for a while, I'm still just a kid and I'm still just a baby in this game. And I can't rush the process. So I just always had to tell myself to play the infinite game, where the goal of the game is not to reach the goal you're looking for. So example for me, it's $1 million a month. Like yes, that's still the goal, but the real goal of the game is just to keep playing. So as long as I get to continue to play the game of entrepreneurship and keep working toward my goal of $1 million a month, eventually I'm gonna get there, right? I just can't put a timeline to it. I can't tell the universe when I should get it. Like I just have to keep working, keep pushing, and eventually, as long as I'm in the direction of where I wanna go, eventually I'm gonna get there. And just right now, as humans, like we tend to dramatically underestimate how long things will take. And I guess that's just what's going on in my head going into 2025 is I'm rushing the process. And everybody says to be patient, but it's another thing to actually live it and do it. And I guess right now I'm just struggling to actually do that. But that's the beauty about this whole game, is that it's not easy. Even logically, when the answers seem so obvious, like emotionally and personally, like there's a lot of shit that runs through your head. And there's a lot of things going on that it makes you question if you're gonna reach your goals. Like there's all this uncertainty of like, how are things gonna work out? Even at my level, making 100K a month. And reflecting on myself and what I wanna do with my content and my personal brand, I think that's one of my goals for this YouTube channel. And overall, just my personal brand in general on Instagram, YouTube, and TikTok, is showing you guys what it actually takes to be an entrepreneur. And how it's not just all sunshine and rainbows where everybody flashes the Rolexes, the Lambos, the yachts. Like there's a lot more shit that goes into it. And so some people choose to show the struggles and show the hardships, and some people just choose to hide it and only show the flashy parts. But I'm making these YouTube videos for my 19-year-old self when I first started. And I know 19-year-old Renzo would have wanted to see the ups, the downs, and everything in between. And so yeah, entrepreneurship is fucking tough. And so if you're new to the channel, like every vlog, like I show myself journaling and talking to myself. And it's because mental health and taking care of yourself personally and emotionally is probably the most important thing you got to do in entrepreneurship. I learned this from one of my original mentors, but every business problem is just a personal problem disguised as a business problem. So usually if you're not where you want to be financially, business-wise, or even health or relationship-wise, it's usually a personal problem in you that you have to figure out and you have to level up. And so I found like when I journal and talk to myself every morning, like I've been making more money. And my business has been growing because I'm figuring out all the inner shit that I had to work through that's stopping me from reaching the goals that I'm looking for. So yeah, a little deep yap session to start off this New Year's Eve vlog, but I think it's important to show that, hey, like if you're feeling behind or if you're feeling like you're getting older and you thought you'd be so much farther ahead, like that's okay, that's normal. I'm with you. But for 2025, I want all of us to realize that we have to step into the person who can. Because a version of ourselves right now, going into 2025, doesn't deserve to reach our goals yet. But that doesn't matter, because we're all growing and stepping into the person who can reach our goals effortlessly. And if you tell yourself that over and over and over and over, eventually you're gonna step into the person who will reach your goals. And you're gonna look back a couple months or a couple years from now and realize, damn, you finally did it. So yeah, anyways, enough yapping. Let's finish this pre-workout and off to the gym. I am about 40 minutes late to meet my fam, but just called my Uber, so hello for Renzo.
Alright, let's play Find the Family. It's about to be a giant ass food court. It's called Timeout Market. I don't know if you can see that. We'll zoom in. Let's see. Alright, I see them. Alright, hello. Showed up an hour late. All good. So I was in New York last week for a content creator event. And I'll say the one thing I'm jealous about with New York compared to Chicago is look how like fucking gray and gloomy Chicago is. That is the only thing. New York is like all fluorescent and colorful and shit. But other than that, I'll take Chicago over New York all day, every day. About to take my sister and my cousin to the best ice cream spot in Chicago. Don't at me. It's Jenny's Ice Cream right there. Check it out, baby. Yes, sir. All right, guys, how would you rate the ice cream? 9 out of 10. Solid. My guy's a little biased toward his childhood ice cream, but it's all good. Gotta love a great ass New Year. Alright, we just wrapped up Squid Game. Guys, how was it?
Cliffhanger.
It feels unfinished. I'm unsatisfied.
I would say it was pretty good until...
Good until it wasn't.
It was good until the very end. Big L right before New Year's, but that's okay. We're about to head out to my apartment now, but we gotta leave the dogs behind, so Happy New Year's, Macy. I'll see you next year. Happy New Year's, Cody. I won't be seeing you either till next year. Solid. Check out that traffic though. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, Happy New Year! Officially 2025. Gotta head off to bed. My hair looks like a mess, but I would say a decent New Year's. This year just spent it with my family at my apartment. And I feel like every year, it's always such a different vibe. Like last year, I was at a club with my girlfriend and our entire friend group had a table. Year before that, I was just chilling with one of my homies. Year before that, spent it with my fam back in Virginia. Year before that, was at a New Year's Eve party with my college friends. It's almost like a symbolic change in life. Every New Year's of like, this is exactly where your life is at. So yeah, I don't know if you could tell, but I'm pretty much over like the whole party, get lit, get drunk phase. Like I haven't drank in a fat minute. And yeah, I think what's most important to me now is just spending time with my family while I have them, especially when they come down to Chicago. Honestly, just trying to live in the moment and enjoy what I have now and understand as I keep getting older and yeah, like my whole family gets older, like time is limited. But yeah, it's it almost feels like a bittersweet feeling right now. It's like on one hand I'm like super excited for the new year. It's time to lock in, it's time to grind and just keep working at making my dreams and making my goals a reality. But on the other hand, there's like this sense of almost incompleteness that wow, like the holidays are over and it's time to get back to reality and fucking face and fix all the problems in front of me. It's almost like Christmas and the holidays and New Year's is like this crutch where it's like you don't have to worry about anything, you can worry about everything later. But now that the holidays are over, it's time to get back to work and figure shit out. So yeah, a lot of different emotions going through with New Year's, but overall, like I'm grateful and happy to be in the position I'm at now and to be in a position where I could fucking take over and dominate in 2025. I just had to stay consistent and make it happen. And so with that being said, my New Year's goal, it's not even a money or materialistic goal or even like personal or relationship type thing. It's literally just post every day, no matter what. We're talking Instagram and YouTube. No matter what the fuck happens, like my goal is to show the fuck up and post. And even in stretches where I don't see results, or maybe my videos aren't doing as good as they could be, or maybe I feel demotivated or I get sick or whatever the hell happens where I don't feel like posting, I'm just gonna show up no matter what. And so when you're thinking of your goal for 2025, like, yes, it's cool to have outcome-based goals. Like, example mine, like, I want to reach $1 million a month, or let's say you want to get to like 6% body fat or 180 pounds of muscle, or whatever the hell you want. It's cool to have dreams and aspirations, but what's even more important is having action-based goals. Like, what are you actually going to change about your behavior that will get you to the results you're looking for? And so for me, I know as long as I show the fuck up every day, posting on YouTube and Instagram, and getting better every video, and not worrying about the views or not worrying about how they're performing, but just literally just make the best fucking videos possible day in and day out. I know eventually that if I do that over a long enough time horizon, we're not even talking this year in 2025, but maybe a couple years, or even a decade of doing that over and over and over and over, there's no way in hell I won't reach my goal of $1 million a month. I just understand now that it takes a whole lot more time than I think, and I have to be patient. And so I'm planting the seeds today that will eventually grow to the tree I'm looking for in the future. So yeah, 2025, I'm ready for you.
2025, January 1st. Feeling slightly demotivated today. I think it's just because I've been so used to being on like vacation / holiday mode, not really having to do anything, but it is officially the new year, so time to lock in. My boy Dean is gonna come through. We're about to hit leg day. Pretty brutal for the first day of 2025, but with that being said, let's get the day started.
What's good, sir?
Good, sir.
It's not like this is manufactured. This is all real. Congrats. Nah, I'm just kidding, vlog. I basically took a shit and Dean walked in. So we have to redo that for my short form. But hey, you're following the YouTube channel. You know, this is the real shit. Dean, any words of motivation for 2025?
I don't know, man. Just fucking put your head down and grind.
All right. Well, we'll work on it. Yes, sir.
All right, go back inside. Oh, back inside.
Oh, shit. All right, we're going straight to Hondos. Might break my knee. What's Mr. Dean getting?
I gotta get my long espresso coffee.
Dean, catch your shorts.
Cool hot tub sauna steamer combo is complete.
Okay, now I gotta restart my business partner's car because he's out in Dubai right now. So yeah, I've actually like rode in his car one time the past 2.5 years. So I kind of forgot what it looks like. This one, hopefully. Oh, okay, we got it. So yeah, this is my business partner's car. We honestly don't drive at all in Chicago, so we never had a need to cop a new car or upgrade. This is like my business partner's college car. That being said, let's see how I start this thing. I think you just gotta stick the key in the hole. Pause. How do you start a Lincoln MKZ? Apparently there's a push button. I don't know about you. I don't see no push button.
Ensure the key fob is inside the vehicle. Press and hold the brake pedal. Press the start-stop button, usually located near the steering wheel on the dashboard.
It's right here. Nice. All right, now I gotta see how long I have to keep this on for. How long? Now we are chilling. So gonna Uber over to my uncle's place. Probably gonna get dinner with my fam. Hello for Renzo. Oh, you actually smell good for once. watching a show called White Lotus. Just got back to the crib. I am dead as hell. We watched almost the entire season 2 of The White Lotus. Goated TV show. 10 out of 10 recommend if you're wanting to rest or have a little free time. But yeah, as you could tell, like, don't get me wrong, like, I'm disciplined. I get my work done when I need to, and I stay on routine when I have to, but I'm human and I live life the way I want to live. And so if I want to spend some extra time with my family and watch some TV with them, I'm gonna do it. I could sleep late and I could wake up late if I want because quite frankly, like, we all get into this entrepreneurship game to do whatever we want, whenever we want, with whoever we want. And we can't do that if we're always trapped trying to work with our business. Instead of living the life we want and letting our business be the vehicle to that life. Anyways, maybe I'm just making excuses. Probably. Most definitely. But yeah, the other thing I did the past couple hours is check this out. I made a vision board on my phone and the same vision board, but for my laptop. I'll give you guys a little tour. So right now I fly first class all the time, and I could technically fly private, but it wouldn't exactly be the most comfortable thing to do at all times. But I want to get to the point where I could just fly private all day, every day, if I wanted to, or just total fuck you money. And then speaking of traveling, on the other top right side is I want to just go on the craziest vacation. So like right now, I guess I could, but I can't take a whole lot of time off all day, every day with the current business I have. And I want to get to the point where I have so much financial and time freedom that I can just travel whenever the hell I want. At the top, eventually, like, I want to have like a huge mansion in California. That might be subject to change in a couple years, but yeah, maybe having like a huge mega mansion in Beverly Hills, that would be dope. And then in the bottom side, this is more like future family type vibe, but you know, I want to have an amazing wedding with my girlfriend in a couple years. That's super luxurious, super memorable, super amazing. And you know, be able to support a family one day and be able to take them on amazing experiences and trips and, you know, be able to treat them the way they deserve to live. And then finally, I say it all the time, like, once you have like your vision and your dreams, then you have to think of like what type of person you have to become. And so one of the easiest ways to do that is like look at your current role models, like who inspires you the most and what would they do to get to your goals. So example, like the top 3, and I guess there's one more. So the top 4 people in my vision board. The first person I really followed on entrepreneurship was Sam Ovens. Like, he's the one that got me into entrepreneurship. And after Sam Ovens, I started watching this guy named Jason Capital. And he taught me all about the skills of entrepreneurship. We're talking like copywriting, closing, and speaking. Just getting 1% better every single day and just realizing nothing happens overnight. Like, it's just a constant quest for improvement. And then eventually I started following this guy. His name is Russell Brunson, basically the GOAT of webinars, selling one-to-many, and overall just building a loyal fan base that just fucks with you for you. And he got me into just pretty much posting every day. Like, I started a podcast and was posting every day back in college. I don't do it anymore, but you know, now that translates over to YouTube. Like, now I'm going to be posting every single day, and it's all thanks to Russell. All right, Russell Brunson like just preaches every day to just document the journey and just upload daily. And then finally, last but not least, the GOAT himself, Mr. Alex Hormozi. I think there's not much to say here. A pure value, just trying to give as much goodwill out to the world and just has no fluff. Like, all his content is all extremely valuable, extremely action-packed, and purposeful. And so if I model myself to these 4, and obviously have my own twist and my own creative flair, but if I model myself based off Sam Ovens, Jason Capital, Russell Brunson, and Alex Hormozi, I know eventually all these other dreams, flying private all day, every day, to being able to travel all the time, to all these luxurious vacations, not giving a fuck about my time or financials, just being able to do that whenever the hell I want, all day, every day. And eventually being able to support a family, have an amazing wedding, and just, you know, live life on my own terms. Like, I know I'll be able to do all of that if I act like these 4. So yeah, I have that on my laptop, and again, I have the same exact pictures, but on my phone. So now, pretty much any time I look at my phone or my laptop, it's just a surge of motivation to keep leveling up and keep getting better and not settling to be average. Like, yeah, my life is great right now. Like, I make $100K a month. I have my dream apartment. I have my dream girl. I love my friends in Chicago, but there's such a bigger life out there that I could work towards and keep getting better and keep growing, that it only just pushes me to keep going harder and stay consistent and just know, like, none of the shit that I'm trying to achieve is gonna happen overnight. But if I just keep working on it and working on it every single day, eventually I'm gonna get there. So I used to be a firm believer to not have goals. Like when you have a goal, that basically means you're not where you wanna be, right? There's this sense of pain and this sense of emptiness because you're at point A and you wanna be at point B, but you're not at point B yet. And so I used to always think just fall in love with the process and you already won. Like there's no need for goals or other external desires. Just fall in love with what you're doing right now and you're chilling. Now, as I've grown older, like I've realized without a goal, without dreams to work towards, you actually don't have a sense of purpose. Like everything just feels so aimless. So it's actually not one or the other. Like it's not only falling in love with the process and it's not only just having goals. It's having a dream, having a vision that you're working toward, but not being caught up in it and not rushing the process to try to get there today or trying to get there tomorrow. It's just understanding like that is the vision you're working toward and that is the purpose of your life and that is the goals you're looking to achieve. But the only way to get there is just to fall in love with the process and just lock in this present moment right here, just looking one footstep at a time instead of trying to look at the entire path, just focusing on what you have to do right now to get there and just truly loving the journey over and over and over every single day. And eventually, you're gonna get there. And so that is the real purpose of these vision boards right here. Not to cause some internal pain or suffering that I'm not where I wanna be yet, but as a sense of direction of why am I doing the things I'm doing. I don't need all these things right now. Yeah, it would be great, but just the journey to getting there excites the hell out of me. And I think it's the exact spark I need to start out this year on the right foot. But yeah, my goal to start off this new year is to show up and post on YouTube every single fucking day. So I guess when you're watching this is the second video I'm posting on YouTube. So if you haven't subscribed already, make sure to subscribe. And other than that, the vlogs aren't stopping anytime soon. So follow along for the journey and I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.